College affordability is a widespread concern for students, their families, colleges and universities, the federal government, and the general public. Though often when we talk about college affordability, we're focused on things like how much does an institution charge for tuition, or how much student loan debt have students accumulated. But we also have to think about how do we hold colleges and universities responsible for creating an affordable education. One of the ways that we do that are through things called low-stakes accountability policies. Low-stakes accountability policies focus on providing information to students and their families to allow them to make the best decision that is available to them. So I studied one type of low-stakes federal accountability policy, which is the College Affordability and Transparency Center's affordability lists. And so these lists focus on two types of affordability. One is the tuition and fees that an institution charges, and then the other is the average net price. And so I was particularly interested in looking at the two of the lists that are focused on what is the percent change in tuition or the percent change in average net price, and which institutions are the ones that have the highest changes within their sectors. I compared institutions that just got on the list to institutions that just missed the list. And I wanted to see sort of, do they change their pricing behaviors or how much financial aid they give, or do students change their enrollment behaviors after an institution has been included on the list? And what I found is that there's generally little to no evidence of an effect of an institution being included on those lists. So what does that sort of mean? What's the significance of that? Career staffers at the Department of Education and administrators at colleges and universities across the United States are having to spend time putting together figures, justifications, and creating these lists themselves, and we don't actually have any clear evidence that these lists are effective in changing institutional behavior or helping students. When we think about students and families, we think about the fact that it's really difficult to know what it means for an institution to be in the top 5% of changes in tuition and fees. It's just difficult to imagine a world where that information by itself would be enough. What we know broadly about low-stakes accountability policies is that they're the most effective when it's presented in ways that are personalized to students, that actually comes to the students, which is very different than these lists, which are housed on a website held by the Department of Education that the students have to actually go and access. So this may mean that this type of policy needs to be revised with different information or in a way that's more personalized to the students, or it could just mean that this policy needs to be removed. So sort of in conclusion, low-stakes accountability policies can be effective, but it's not clear that these lists are providing any sort of help to getting the United States to have more affordable college educations.